If you click on this video, right now you're one decision away from transforming your life. One decision away from turning your life around. One decision away from receiving the healing that you desperately seek. But your refusal to take action towards a thing that is in your heart, towards a thing that you know you're supposed to be doing, is the very thing that is causing you to feel stuck right now in your life. See, this is what I need you to understand, right? And this might seem simple, but it's very important. Any sort of change in your life begins with a choice, right? Whether that choice is to take action towards that thing that's in your heart, or that choice is deciding that you've had enough of that suffering, that you've had enough of that pain, and so you've made the decision, or you're going to make the decision to seek out healing. But regardless of what that choice is, any sort of change in your life begins with a choice, and a choice that only you have to make. And I think very often, we sort of allow our overthinking, we sort of allow our fears to get in the way of that choice, right? Or making that choice, right? And the truth is that I can't give you a shortcut to, overcoming your overthinking, right? I can't give you some trick, right? Sure, there are certain tools that might help. And honestly, the only tool or solution that you need at this moment to overcome your overthinking and overcome that fear is to take action, right? Is to take that step. And if you do take that step and you fall down, well, at least you know where not to step the next time, right? At least you know what not to do the next time. But I think very often we have this innate fear of failing. We have this innate fear of thinking, what if I take that action or I take that step and things don't work out, right? What if I fail? What if this happens? What if that happens, right? And we never truly allow ourselves to try, right? But every time you take action, every time you try something, every time you take that step and you fall down or you quote unquote fail, then all you're doing is receiving more information to take a better step. All you're doing is receiving more information to redirect you on the right path, right? Or redirect you towards, the right course of action, right? That's all you're doing. And so any sort of action is better than inaction. Any sort of step is better than no step, right? A slow walk is always better than no walk at all. We don't realize this, but we're always being guided. We're always, receiving help, right? There are forces in this world working in our favor. There are forces within us trying to guide us all the time. But how can the path reveal itself if we're too timid to walk it? How can we, end up living the life that we truly want to live if we're so afraid of making that choice? If we're so afraid of taking action, right? How can we even become the version of ourselves that we know we can become if we're too timid or we're so afraid of seeking out healing, right? How can we truly elevate if we're sort of deterring ourselves from making the choice that we know we have to make, right? Any sort of change in your life has to begin with a choice, right? It has to start with a choice. You have to choose change before change can choose you. You have to choose healing before healing can choose you. You have to choose growth before growth can choose you. And I think very often we allow the pain to become unbearable before we make that choice, right? We allow ourselves very often, and a lot of us do this, right? We allow ourselves to hit rock bottom before we make the decision to make that choice, right? But you don't have to wait until you hit rock bottom. You don't have to wait until the pain becomes unbearable. You don't. If you're watching this right now, you can take action starting today. And who knows, your life might change tomorrow, right? That one choice today might cause you to be living a completely different life tomorrow. That choice today might cause you to start, healing some of the wounds that you've been carrying for so long, right? Who knows? Who knows where that choice might take you? You don't have to wait until you hit rock bottom. You can start today. I was reading this popular book. It's pretty popular. It's called Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza, right? And in the book, he told the story of a lady who, she went through some really harsh experiences, right? Her husband committed suicide, so on and so forth, right? So many things happened. And everything that happened, she got thrown into a deeper depression, right? Into a deeper suffering, right? And she hit rock bottom, right? She ended up hitting rock bottom. And when she hit rock bottom, when the pain became unbearable, she had to look at herself and she had to say to herself, I can't keep going on like this forever. I have to seek out healing. My family needs me. My children need me. I need me. And so I have to make the decision to seek out healing and seek out change in my life. I can't keep going on like this forever. And that one choice, right? Making that decision to say that this is enough, I've had enough, was the very thing that caused her life to completely change and caused her life to turn around, right? That one choice, that I've had enough, completely changed her life. And that's all you need. All you need is to make that choice. All you need is to take that step. All you need is to take action. That is truthfully all you need. But as long as you keep delaying, as long as you keep deterring yourself from taking action, then you will be stuck living the same life, right? You'll be stuck suffering. You'll be stuck with that pain for the rest of your life. But you have to understand that your life is always in your hands. Your healing is always in your hands. Your growth is always in your hands. And at any moment you can make the decision. At any moment you can make the choice to turn your life around. You are not a product of your experiences. You are not defined by them. You can give them definition, right? Any sort of change in your life begins with a choice. Sometimes it can be a difficult choice, right? And it's hard to make a choice when you don't know what lies ahead, right? But you have to say to yourself, it doesn't matter what lies ahead. I've had enough of this suffering. I've had enough of living the same life when I know that there's a life out there, right? There's a life out there that is better than the one that I have in this moment, right? There is a version of myself out there that is healthier, more confident, more happy, more joyful, more peaceful. There is a version of myself out there that is in alignment with the life that I want to live, that I truly desire to live. And if I don't make the choice, if I don't make the decision, to change my life, then I'll be stuck living this way for the rest of my life. And what good is it coming in this world and leaving suffering, right? You have the choice at any moment to turn your life around. And once you begin to realize that, you are never a product of your experiences, and you hold the power to turn your life around, then and only then will you begin to see change in your life. So make that choice, take that step, whatever it is that is on your heart, right? Whatever it is that you know deep down in your heart you're supposed to be doing or you're supposed to do, do it. You will be okay. The path will become much more clear, and you will thank yourself. You will look back and you will thank yourself for making that choice and for taking that step. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, just dive right in, man. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Please just do it. Please, please, please just do it. You deserve to live the life that you want to live. Don't ever let where you are right now trick you into thinking that there isn't a life out there that is in more alignment with what you truly desire, because there is. But you have to realize that stepping into that life begins with a choice that only you can make. Peace and blessings.